Hello and welcome to Middleburgh. Welcome back. My name is Josh. This is the Gaming Joy channel. We're back on Middleburgh. And as you can see, it's getting further into the fall. This is my favorite season in game. Please tell me the trees don't start glitching out. Anyways, since the last time we were here, we finished up a few contracts. We got some money in the bank, and then, well, I checked the sale like right before going to bed, and sure enough, there was something that we wanted or we were planning to get at some point in this playthrough, which is a nice big tracked John Deere tractor. I've never played with one of those. I've always wanted to, and this series kind of gave me the time and place to do it. And it just popped up in the sale at like 51% off. And so we have here we go. This is the John Deere 9470 blacked out edition. And it's not all the way upgraded. It can be upgraded all the way. It's actually just the base model with some wide tracks, because the wide tracks look awesome. We'll get to use that hopefully soon, because we might have to do some plowing. Anyways, the plan for today is going to be a chill day, or a little bit of a different day. And what we're going to do today is we're going to make some fields. Now, we don't have any equipment to make fields, but we're going to make some fields anyways. And the goal for making those fields is a couple things. And you're thinking, what are you doing in the mower to make fields? So we're going to leverage what we've got, which is a lot of this meadow grass. And this meadow grass mows pretty well. It creates a good amount of grass. We can use that grass to sell, make money from silage. But what we're going to try to do today is we're going to come down here to fields 5 and 7. And you can kind of see what we're going to be doing. So 5 and 7 they definitely need to be mulched and dealt with. But if you look, you can actually go between 5 and 7, and there's just this little bit of a hill. So let's look at the hill. Can I get through without running into a tree is the question. So we have this little bit of a hill. We've already started mowing some of it, but in between we got all these bushes, we got a bunch of trees, but it's not that bad of a hill. We could definitely get up and down that hill in a harvester. I mean, this map's got plenty of hills, plenty of trees. So what we're going to do, you can kind of see it on the mini map, and I'll show you what I mean on the mini map. I've already planned out a little route for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to merge field 5 and 7. And this center area here has a bunch of trees. We're going to cut down all the trees. And then we're going to use the mower, and we're going to mow a line around it. We're going to mow up the grass, bale it up, convert it into silage, and then we're going to mulch everything. And so, well, how are we going to mulch it if we don't have any money? Well, that's the thing. These trees are actually worth a lot of money if you can sell them. And so we're going to actually use a mod, and we're only going to do it this one time, but I figured it'd be fun. I've never really used this mod. We're going to use a mod by our friend Jos. And if we go into our construction menu, here we go. This is weird, right? I don't know if you've seen this, but we're going to go into our construction menu, and we're going to go into our, remember where it is. It's not there. We're going to go into our construction menu, and we're going to go into production, selling points. We're going to come over here and grab this. Now, this is 500 bucks. We've got 500 bucks. So let's place it down, and let's go look at what it is. What this is a mobile wood sell point. You can pick it up. You can walk around with it. Super. If I put it up next to this tree, and then I go in and I click R to use it, nothing happens. But if we cut the tree down and then use R, it sells the wood. Now it's selling it at whatever the base price is. It's not, we're not making any lumber off of it. Eventually we're going to actually go through the process to make lumber and make all that extra stuff. For now, what we're going to do is just sell it. So we're going to come over here, grab ourselves a chainsaw, and let's go with the Husky in this playthrough. Yes. We're going to come here and we're going to cut down the tree. We want it to fall that way. So we're going to cut down the tree. No big deal. It didn't actually fall. Can I kick it? Ugh. Kick it. Fall over, tree. We're going to use lumberjack to get rid of the stump. And then let's go get our little saw. Come over here. And we're going to walk up next to the tree. I'm going to put it down. I'm going to hit R. And poop. It's sold. And we made $121 for wood. That's a little bit less than I was expecting. Maybe it's because I was up in the tree. I don't know. Let's go to the next one. Now, this may be entirely backfiring on me, so we'll find out. It fell over. I mean, it is just a little thing. Here's the tree. It's fallen down. Lots of underbrush here. $121. Why am I only getting $121? Be right back. All right, we're back. And I figured out what was going on. Somehow, I'm not sure how, somebody, not me, obviously, set the economy to hard. Like, I had to go back and read my description, and the description on every video says we're playing on normal mode, not hard. And so that means that the contracts that I did yesterday, I should have gotten paid more for. The original selling of that whiskey, I should have got paid more. Oh, whatever. We're gonna leave it alone. There we go. $1,500. So we're getting about $1,500 per tree, and there's quite a few trees. One. Anyways, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna set a little time lapse going. I'm gonna clear out all these trees, and we're gonna come back when the trees are gone. Check this out. This should be fun. Just gonna just cut everything down. All right, here we go. All right, we're back, and we're gonna do a little. So the reason we have the mower out here, you're probably wondering, is we want to we already plotted out the line in which we want to cut And so we're just going to use that track and use the mower to basically define where that line is by following the track that we already made. So we're going to come in here. We're going to create a job. Field position. I'm going to go here, which is going to pick the new field. Open. It doesn't matter. We'll do 2 headlands. And we're not going to do a field margin because we want to go right on the margin which we already defined. And then back. So now what we're going to do is we can use course play to find it. So we can just go like this and turn on our course. And are these, which direction are these? Hold on. This is the one I want. Oh, you know what? I think these are going the other direction. So we have to start on the other side. That's what a course play course looks like, in case anyone's wondering. We don't need to see all of that. We're going to switch it back to the blue mode now. The blue mode is a new mode that they added, which I really like. Which just shows the immediate course. So come here, go with the nearest waypoint, and we're just doing this. So here I can see which trees are going to be in the way, and go here. We're just going to stop the mower for a second, come over here and get rid of these trees. So we know that everything inside this line is something we have to get rid of. Now these willow trees, or the dogwoods, or whatever they are, these little teeny tiny ones. Not this one. This one's a normal tree. These, for some reason, I used to be able to delete them, and now I can't. So we're gonna use easy dev and delete them. We just walk up to these trees. They're in that path, and we do Control Left Shift Delete. If we look along here, this looks like mostly underbrush. I think these 2 trees are going to be in our way. Let's cut these down and then go back to the mower. It's a shagbark hickory. I love how they name the trees. Look at that little thing. There it is. And then I think this one's going to be in the way. Having fun playing lumberjack here, but like doing it kind of old school with a chainsaw. Now, these trees are a little bit hard to delete, but see how on the bottom right, it's showing me the name of the tree. If I hit Control Shift Delete, nothing happens. But if I can see the name in the corner, I can delete it. So you have to actually be able to see the name for it to be able to let you delete it. That's just kind of a little, I don't know if it's a glitch or a safety feature. I'm not sure. So let's go back on the course. Let the mower kind of define our edge. Oh, he wants to go right through here. Just move that over a little bit. And so that's going to be the outline of our field right there. Perfect. We'll merge it up with the other field. And of course, that outline will look a lot better once we mow. But essentially, that's what the new outline of our field is. Perfect. Now let's head over to the other side of the field and do the same thing on the other side. And then we know which trees we have left to remove. I can see it in the mini map. I can see the path. It's about right here. Yep. go. And it looks like that pine tree right there is going to have to come out. I don't think I can get there in time. I'll try. Yeah, it's definitely stopped by those. Okay. And it looks like that shagbark right there is going to be in his path. So we're going to come over here and we're going to do the same thing for the delete. We're going to get to where we can see the name of the tree, which is somewhere here. It's kind of finicky. And then it looks like these two more trees we're going to have to get rid of. So we're not taking on all the trees. We're just taking about a few in the middle. Kind of giving ourselves a space to make this a better field. A much bigger field. So the whole goal here, obviously, is just trying to use the land that we're been given from the start and be effectively use it. Now we're actually going to do the same thing up on the hill, and we'll talk about that in just a minute once we get these trees done. Come on, highlight the tree. There we go. Get that tree down, get out of the way of the mower. Bye. Ugh. There we go. It's a good thing I'm nice and strong. And there we go. We know the border of where we need to cut. We cut everything on the inside and we go from there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stop the mower, turn it off because we don't need it right now. And then we've got a whole bunch more trees to cut. Now, as you can see, our money is going up. Now, we're going to have to get a few things to continue the work here. We're going to need a mower. I'm sorry, no, we're not going to need a motor. We're going to need a mulcher for this field. So let's get the store to deliver stuff right here because that's the way we do things. Let's go over here to mowers. And we're going to go to this. We're going to set it up as a mulcher. Now, it is John Deere, so we're continuing with the John Deere theme. And that's it. We're going to buy it 15 grand. That's the first of things we're going to buy. We also have to buy a lot more kind of... We have to buy a mulcher. We have to buy a plow, cultivator, all that kind of stuff. All of our field work stuff, which we don't have yet. But we'll start with the mulcher. And we'll get a tractor up here to start mulching that field. But for now, let's go back to lumberjack mode. And we're back. Let's get to the skies and make sure we got everything. So it looks like we got our path on that side. And we got our path on that side. And it looks like everything else is cleared in the middle, except for some bushes. And those will all go away once we do our mowing. So back to underground. We're going to move this thing down here. For now, we could just, actually, you know what we should do? We should just sell it. We don't need it right now. Actually, we'll leave it here until I make sure I got everything, and then we'll sell it later. Not a big deal. As you can see, I grabbed some of the tractors, had them come down while I was doing that little time-lapse thing. And so we can start getting done. Whoops. No. So we can start getting some work done. Now, this tractor, we're going to have start mulching. And it looks like we got 19 grand, but we need like 20. All my plans are messed up. So now that we got that big, huge tractor, you know, it makes sense to get a bigger plow than I was originally planning. And I was only planning on originally getting like a, 3-meter plow. But I had the big tractor. I might as well get a bigger plow. But the one we want to get is 26. We only have 19. So we might have to take out a little bit more of a loan just to get the right plow. But in the meantime, let's get this place cultivated. Let's drive this thing over here. Let him start cultivating. And that'll get the bulk of the the mulching done. I'll have to do the same on the other side. Get him kicked off and mulching. Perfect. Now let's get in this thing because now this monster is kind of in the way. Love this monster truck. This thing is so good. It's not even a truck, but this monster tractor. Let's park the monster tractor right over here for now. Let's turn it off. And let's get our mower. Now, our mowing, we can mow past the field border just to get a little bit of extra grass. But essentially, we're going to mow everything in here. And we can mow this right here. We should mow all this right here because it is mobile. It is on its third growth, ready to harvest growth stage, but it does need one more growth level before it's full. But nonetheless, since we're going to be plowing this under, let's clear this course because we don't need it. And we're going to get some mowing done. And I'm going to zoom through the mowing and I will be right back. And we're back. We finished up all this moist. Actually, looks like a pretty significant amount of grass. We're going to come over here and do one more headland pass across that top edge just to make sure we give ourselves enough space when plowing. And then we're going to bring the baler over and bale all this grass up. I'm not sure how much grass is going to be there, but it does look like a pretty significant amount. And then, okay, that's getting stuck for some reason. And then we're going to talk about one more thing. So this isn't the only place we're going to do this, right? We're actually going to be doing this same process over behind the house. Now, behind the house, there's this big amount of land that's just kind of rolling hills, untouched, not really good for much else. But you know what? There's a lot of meadow grass there. The downside with all that meadow grass is, yeah, you guessed it. There's a lot of trees in the way. So let's go check it out and I'll show you what I mean. So one thing I've done is, let's get a little zoom movement here. So our property goes up to this tree line here. It's kind of up at the top of the hill. And if we look at the farmland, we kind of own up to the top of the ridge, across this ridge down here. And our field is only here. But all along here, all the way down to the still, essentially, there's this big, long strip of open land. And the goal, and what I'd like to do, I can't jump that fence, is build up there. Now, what I've done is I've painstakingly gone through in build mode and put these little flags up. Thank you, Alien Jim, for the little markers. That's from the Alien Jim's rock climbing map. If you haven't, rock crawl map, if you haven't played that map yet, I definitely recommend it. But I've gone through and kind of marked out where the boundary is. So this right here is the edge of the property. If you look at the map and the farmland, we're here at the corner. See it? Perfect. And so what I'd like to do is clear out all of these trees. And as you can see, the ground is not really flat. I mean, there's a lot of places with these mounds and hills. It'll be fine for the mower, but not much else. So it's definitely not cropland, but I'd like to be able to use this land as mowable area. So what I'm going to do is in between streams, I'm going to go do the same thing. I'm going to cut down these trees and chop them up with the, see, we're still next to the field. We're still going. This field will be massive. Where's my markers? Markers are up here. I always get, because the thing is it's the land is so natural up here. It's really easy to get lost and not figure out where you are. So we're going to go all the way down to here and we're going to come basically up to the still area. So somewhere around here, we'll stop and we'll come all the way over here and about to this corner. This is the edge that I set, a boundary that I set. We're going to leave these trees behind the house because I like them. And then we're going to go from here all the way back north. So all these trees have got to go. We're going to use the same process. We're going to use the special mobile wood cell point by Jos. And we're going to get those things sold. So next time we'll come back and we'll show you how big this plot of land is. It's going to be massive. And we're just going to mow it. We're just going to mow it as grass and use it as grass crop. But that's going to be it for this time. We're going to leave you here in this crazy wilderness area. All these trees, and this map has so many trees, but these trees, they're going to go. And we're going to mow some grass on some really weird, crazy hills. And we're going to see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. I've never done this before. I did test the center area where we're doing it down here. I did test that before, but I don't know if it's going to work up here. So we're going to find out. But on that, I'm going to let you guys go. I want to say thank you for everyone for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know how you feel. What do you think? Do you think, I want to hear in the comments, do you think that I'm destroying the land? Do you think I'm changing the landscape? Or do you think I'm just making effective use of the land that I've been given? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.